and we're gonna just hop into it. So I'm doing a training manual on motivation in the workplace. This is for my COMM586 class, and one of the assignments was to create a 45-minute training process. So this is a process that will be done really for the Brown Library. It's where I used to work, and we had to just create a training simulation for them, and something that we feel like they need to be better in. So I just, after observing and taking a poll, some of y'all took it. I know not all of y'all did, but taking a poll, I came to the conclusion that motivation was probably one of the things that we should try to increase up there at the workplace. So that being said, let's get into it. Okay, here's our agenda for the day. So I want to start with welcomes and introductions. I don't want to be long. I would just like it for everybody just to say their name, because I know not everybody knows each other. And then just one interesting fact as quick as possible. And we're just kind of go bang, bang, bang. So I want to start with Carrington. If you could just, I already said your name, but just say your name again and just one interesting fact, and then we'll just go down the list with everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Carrington, and I'm getting married next year.
Ooh. Okay. Cool. I forgot about that. Congrats. Jack, you want to go next? I see you laughing.
All right. My name is Jack Marshall. I'm a sophomore at ACU, and interesting fact about me is someone hit my car last night in the middle of the night and didn't leave a note, so I got to get that fixed.
Dang, sorry about that, man.
That's all good.
You'll be all right. Ariel or Omar, one of y'all want to go? Ariel is my sister, by the way. Let's see if she shows her face.
I'm sorry, Avery. What is?
Just name and interesting fact.
Okay, so my name is Ariel. I am Avery's sister, and an interesting fact about me is I've been playing soccer since I was 3.
All right, Rodrigue.
Can you hear me? Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Rodrigue Mohoza, and I'm a senior at ACU. An interesting fact about me, I don't eat pork or anything pork related.
Cool. Seth, Maryland.
Hi, I am Seth. This is Marilyn. We just got married a little while ago, and the interesting fact is I love peanut butter, and Marilyn hates peanut butter.
Interesting. Cousin.
Can you hear me? My name is Daphne. I'm Avery's cousin. And an interesting fact about me is I have a fascination with horror films and stuff.
Interesting. Rue?
My name is Rahama, and I am a senior psychology major. And an interesting fact about me is I love everything coffee related.
She sure does. Coffee, ice cream, coffee, popcorn. Now let me stop. All right. Ari? I can't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ariana. I'm a senior psych major at ACU, and an interesting fact about me is I am left-handed.
Cool. All right, I think that's everybody. So that being said, we're gonna hop into the other. Oh wait, why am I on this screen? Hop into more of the agenda. So goals and objectives and how to motivate employees. We're gonna do a needs assessment of the library. I took a survey, so I'm gonna talk a little further about that. We're gonna dive deeper into the goals and objectives. And then we're gonna talk about what is motivation specifically. And then we're gonna talk about, well, this is gonna change a little bit, but originally, if I was gonna be around people, I wanted to do a managerial role play. And that's basically just a role play, simulations, what you might encounter at work from employees and from the managers and different situations. So it was gonna be 4 different sequences. Like, I'm not even gonna go on into them because we're not gonna do them all. But that's kind of like role play, like learning in role play and getting you ready if you are in that situation. And then we're going to do a conclusion, summary, and then questions if you have them, and then we'll wrap this up. So let's get into our first slide. Here's our goals and objectives of this training session. So participants will learn the definition of motivation. Participants will learn ways to empower employees through autonomy and self-government. Participants will learn information to assist in motivation and motivating employees to take accountability for their interactions and with others and customers. Participants will gain understanding of how to minimize impacts of organizational change and honest communication. If I'm cutting words off, it's because I can't see everything. The box is kind of popping up. Participants will learn how to align employee goals with organizational goals. Participants will complete informational worksheets. Participants will learn how to show thrill in learning new information. Individuals will leave with an action plan for meaningful employee development. All right, let's get into just what I've been doing in this class these past few weeks. So the Brown Library, for those of you, most of you know what the Brown Library looks like, and that's clearly not the actual Brown Library, that's another library. But I sent out a survey to some of those employees and then some of you all as well, because this is kind of general. This is what I've noticed at the workplace, but motivation goes a long way. Motivation, you need that in anything. For some of my track people, you need motivation in track. For all of y'all, most of y'all are college students or recent grads. Y'all know y'all need motivation to handle everything. Handle school as far as friendships, as far as if you're athlete track or just extracurricular activities. So with this needs assessment, I sent out a survey on SurveyMonkey. This survey basically had 10 questions, and it asked a variety of questions pertaining to the library and also just general motivation questions. Some of the questions, let's see if it lets me pull this up real quick. We can see some of the questions I asked. So I asked questions like, when there are no work tasks to complete at your place of business, you work on something not related. And most people say yes, few people say maybe, some people say occasionally. And there's a constant trend of people usually saying the right things, but so there's a pattern of people basically saying like, yeah, when I'm not working, I'm doing something else. Or yeah, I don't always have motivation to help people that I don't know, as opposed to people that I do know. And so this just lets me know that there's some things that could be done to increase motivation and the will to help others, even that you don't know, or even when work gets stressful and you have people coming back to back needing help. You just kind of get tired of it. You need to have some kind of trained mentality or trained mindset going in and talking to these people, and just having that poise and that patience to be able to understand them, and that poise and that patience just to keep working through those situations with multiple customers at a time. Let's see if I can go back to, okay, here we go. So yeah, this is some of the information I accumulated from the needs assessment, and it gave me a good sense of understanding that a lot of us at work, especially now, and most of us are college students, so it's like not only are we working at work, but we also have a lot of other things to do as well. So just as people in general, and as life continues, it's good to just practice good motivational skills at work when you're busy with a bunch of things. So one day when you're eventually just focused on work and not a bunch of different things, you'll have naturally good motivational skills. Let's go on to the next slide. So what is motivation? Good question. Does anybody want to just give their own definition of motivation real quick?
I guess you could say that motivation is this will, or like this desire to not only do something like at a very basic level, but to excel at something.
Okay, I like that. Any other thoughts on that by chance?
Like something that can like drive you to succeed, something that's like in the back of your mind when you're going throughout your day to like make you take things to the next level.
I like that. I like that. Okay. Next level, next level. Okay. Does one more person want to put some input in?
I'll say that it can be like it can push you to the next level, but it also could just be something that makes you or allows you to or push you to do the basic things.
That's
Just
true.
like something that motivates you to wake up and brush your teeth, or whatever motivates you to drink your water, whatever motivates you to go to bed on time. Like those little stuff that doesn't necessarily get you to the next level, but you know is necessary for whatever it is that needs to be done.
And I really like that. Like how you said the basic things like motivation, right? To have good motivation, that doesn't always mean you're gearing up for the bigger things or for the bigger moments, right? You got to do the little things right too. You know, it's all about doing the little things. I know we've all heard, you know, what are you doing when no one's watching? You know what I mean? So that's a big thing. How motivated are you? Or how willing are you to work hard still when you know you have that opportunity to be lazy or not really put as much effort in? So those are 3 good examples of motivation. So what I have written down, so I got this from the website called verywellminded.com, and it states that motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. It is what causes you to act, whether it is getting a glass of water to reduce thirst or read a book to gain knowledge, an everyday usage in term. Motivation is frequently used to describe why a person does something. And this is big. This is big. You know, that mindset to take motivation with you wherever you go is really important. So I think that definition says a lot about what all 3 of you said, and it says a lot about what Carrington just said. Even the little things, even just brushing your teeth, right, or even just getting a glass of water. So in relation to that and to the library per se, there's a lot of, let's just say there's a lack of motivation when it comes to picking up the phone at times. So we get calls from random people, and we have to, sometimes they'll ask us questions that don't even relate to the library, you know, and most times you might want to just be like, sir, I can't help you with that, and hang up. But they're looking for a specific street or they're looking for a specific address, and we have these nice computers right in front of us. So it really wouldn't take too long to, and usually these are older people, these are people who aren't as good at using technology than we might be. So you want to be courteous to those that are older, as well as courteous to those that are students. We have a lot of students as well, a lot of international students. So they might not always be used to using that technology as well. So in order to just show courtesy, if a person's asking a logical question, hey, I just need to figure out where this street is, you know, even if it's not in our job descriptions, doing the little things says a lot about us as employees. You know what I mean? Okay, sir, what are you looking for specifically? And you can at least give it effort. You know, if you don't give it any effort, then who knows, who knows how you missed out on helping that person. So I'm not saying go out of your way. Well, sir, I don't know. I'm not sure where exactly, but you know, you don't have to go out of your way, but just show effort and show care. And that goes a long way for that customer and for our own time being. Cause it's like, okay, well, we done more than what we were asked of. And that'll just bleed off on and really increase what you could be and what your motivation could be like as you grow and as you continue. Okay. Let's go on to the next slide. Sorry about the pixelated quality of this picture, but these are a few things that motivation can help. So motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. Let's start with support. So motivation. Support is important, right? You have coworkers, or you have teammates, you have colleagues, people that you work with every day. And you really, I think the mindset you need to take in to work or to whatever place of business you work at is support. You know, okay, I am doing this for me, but I'm also doing this for the people around me, right? We're one team, we're one unit, we're one organization. So I need to make sure I'm doing my part so that their part can be accomplished, or they need to make sure they're doing their part so that I can be successful. So support is one thing that stems from motivation. If you're motivated to actually help the ones around you, right? If you're motivated to be a team role or a team leader for your boss or for your employee right next to you, then that'll really just bring connections, and you'll make friends and connections that you didn't even know that you had the ability to make. Also, performance increases, right? If I'm just in it for myself, or just say I don't want to work in general, my performance is going to be very sluggish. It's going to be very low. I'm not going to want to perform to my potential. Every day I go to work, I won't look at what can I do to better those around me? What can I do to better my work? I'll be at work there, but really non-existent mentally, just going through the flow, and my performance won't speak for that. And with good performance comes success. Shouldn't have to elaborate on that too much. If you want to be successful, you got to perform. And attitude is key. You know, when people don't have the best attitude towards something, it shows, it resonates. I know there's some times, just going back, I have a few track people in here, where my motivation would be just great, you know, or my attitude per se wouldn't be just great. You know, when you're out there 2 hours a day in the hot sun or in the cold weather, it's about to start getting cold here soon, and then you have weights afterwards, you can be motivated, but it's hard to be motivated 24/7. So attitude is important. And that means even sometimes carrying an attitude into work that really isn't meant just for you, but for those around you. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not really into what we're doing right now, but who am I to come in here and complain and put my mindset on other people around me? You know, and that's one thing that you notice a lot when you're working. That's one thing you notice a lot when you're in a group is you might have a great mindset coming into something, but others can bring you down. Oh man, this is hard. Oh man, this is boring. And then you're like, man, this is kind of boring, you know? So people can bring that realization on the others, and then your attitude can affect the majority. So you have to be careful about that and make sure that your attitude is at least content. You know, you don't have to love what you're doing, but you shouldn't walk in there just with disdain and not wanting to be a part of everybody else and then everybody's mindset and how they should be acting. Okay, with a good attitude comes goals. This is very important. Motivation is goals, right? Motivation is goals. You know, one person I got to call out real quick is Jack. You know, me and him got to be teammates last year. For 1 year, you know, I had to graduate. You know, if I could do it again, I would. But this man is always setting goals. This man, I think he has a bag, or is it shoes? I think it's a bag, and he'll write his goals, or he'll write his times on his bag every time he runs a certain time. And then he'll always tell me, man, this year I'm going to try to hit this time. And I'm trying to try to hit this time in the 200-meter dash. You got to set goals for yourself. Even while you're at work, challenge yourself and make goals. Okay, while I'm at work, during work shifts, I'm not gonna be on my phone. I'm gonna try to just be focused on the work at hand and being the best that I can be, whether that be taking calls or going back to the library work, assisting and looking for books for people, searching our library database for books that might be located at other libraries and whatnot. Or just asking my supervisor, what can I do different? What can I do right now? I'm not busy. Can I go shelve? Can I go pull holds? Just stuff to get ahead. Marilyn can really attest to this. She knows what I'm talking about. You want to really try to get ahead at the library, because if you don't shelve books, we have this shelving area at the top. I mean, we have the shelving area at the circulation desk where we work at. And if you don't put those books back on the shelf, that shelving area will just be full of books. And then if people downstairs don't do their part, the shelving area downstairs will just be full of books. So you got to set goals. You got to set goals. Okay, we have a lot going on. My goal is to shelve at least for an hour a day. My goal, or at least when I'm on shift, my goal is to pull holds every time I come into work. My goal is just set, and it doesn't have to be a long-term task, something that keeps you busy for a whole 4 to 5 hour shift. But your goal should always revolve around, okay, what can I do? What can I do today that'll motivate me to work? How can I come into work and be an asset instead of just coming to work for a paycheck? Okay. And with goals comes ideas, and ideas bring forth autonomy. And I think this is important. If you come in with goals and you have a way that you want to do things when you come in, you can have ideas as soon as you come in, and you can even alert your manager, or the manager can alert staff, right? Because this is managerial and employee help. So if you're thinking hard enough on what goals can I do to be better as a person, you'll have new ideas, and you can bring those new ideas up to different staff about how things can go about getting done. And this brings autonomy. It can bring even enjoyment, in the work with new ideas. All right. Let's hop into the next slide. I wish I knew where my time was. Did we start at 3:37? Did we start at 3:07? Does anybody know when we might have started exactly? And if not, it's fine. All right, we're gonna keep going. Okay, motivation promotes a variety of internal factors within the self. Listed here are some of the components of highly motivated people. Motivation grounds you in the work, motivation grounds you in your work surroundings, the people, the company, and emotions. So here are a few things that motivation can do within the self. So one thing is security. Workplace safety, physical and emotional well-being, and financial rewards and security. Belonging, self-identity, and your connection with other people in the workplace. And that's important. If you don't feel like you have a belonging, or if you haven't made connections with those around you, it's hard to be motivated for those people around you. It's hard to want to improve the company and those around you if you don't feel like you belong. Expertise, professional excellence, competence, delivery of results, and career progression. So this job right here, the circulation desk workers, the library job, this job, it's really just a student job, but still you can learn a lot from this job. And I wouldn't say there's, career progression unless you want to work in the library. You plan to work in the library and work your way up to a dean or a librarian. I'm sure that's possible. But if it's one thing that this job gives you, it's customer service. You learn how to serve others, and you learn how to help those that need help. And you'll talk to people, and you'll talk to people that you didn't even know lived. Sorry, a message popped up, but yeah, that you didn't even know lived in Abilene or went to Abilene, and so just interactions, and you become kind of a expert at the work, but as well as how to handle situations. You'll receive you just receive different situations. Okay, one situation, you're trying to find a book. You might be trying to find 2 or 3 books, and then you get back up, you receive a phone call, you're trying to find a book online, you're punching stuff in. You have people waiting in line. So it teaches patience, and it teaches expertise and what could be stressful situations. After lunch or after chapel, people just flood the library. And usually that's when you receive a lot of different questions or situations. So it teaches you expertise in what you could be doing down the line, and it makes it just that much more easier once you're able to progress and move to another career. Work life. So integration of different work and life drivers for balance, direction, and person. This is important. And purpose. Okay, and this is important. So you can find your purpose. You might figure out that, okay, I want to do something where I am helping people every day. I'm talking to people. I'm moving around. I'm able to make eye contact and do various things like that. You could find out that this kind of work is something that you want to do every day. This work life might draw you in. Like, there's a few people at the library that they started as circulation desk workers, and they have worked their way up and they found a real love for it. So just something to think about. All right, we're gonna move on to the next slide. So, stressful work environment. Do you not understand your boss? Always remember to commit to the Lord, whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. So I had to throw some scripture in there, right? So no matter what, always commit to the Lord. So if you have a stressful boss, he's not the best. He's making you mad at work. He's making you do too much. He's making you run too much. For some of my athletes, he's making you pull holds for 2 hours or rebook shelves for 2 hours. Man, pray about it. Pray about it. Sometimes it's hard to commit to people. It's hard to serve people, but always remember to serve the Lord. All right, so we're gonna switch to my next slide. This right here was supposed to be my managerial roles, 4 different roles. And what I was gonna do is basically put y'all in different groups and try to have y'all do just different manager roles. So the first one would be a role of an unreceptive listener, and this boss would basically just not want to listen to anything that you had to say, and he would just kind of brush it off and make it seem unimportant. I'm not sure if we'd be able to get to those manager roles, but we're gonna do assignment 3 and 4. So the first assignment is words and letters. So we're gonna do like some team bonding / motivational games that kind of reflect on work. So if you can see in the slide, we have a words and letters assignment. So the words are DETRCA. We're basically gonna do a scramble game. So I'm gonna put y'all in a few groups, and I guess y'all won't really be able to talk, but can y'all all access y'all's keyboard and send messages personally to people? Okay, if so, then that's good. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put y'all in some groups, and we're just gonna play a quick 3-minute game, and y'all are just gonna put together as many words as y'all can together in the groups that I put y'all in. And then we'll come together, and whoever has the most words, y'all win. Okay, so I'm just gonna go by who I can see right now. So let's do Daphne, Carrington, and Rue. Y'all are one group. So message each other back and forth, but don't start yet. I'll tell y'all when to start, and then we'll go.
Avery, can I ask a question?
Yes. What's the question?
So we have to spell different words with.
Scramble. Yeah, the words. If you see them on the board, the words right there, you just make a bunch of different words with that, as many words as you can, and then we'll come together.
You have to use all the letters, right?
No, you don't. You don't have to use all the letters. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So Jack, Ari, and Rodrigue, y'all are one group, and then we'll do Seth, Marilyn. Seth and Marilyn. Yeah, that should work. Ariel and Omar. Okay. Ariel, Omar, and and Seth and Marilyn. Y'all are all one group. So y'all remember y'all's groups? Ready, set, go. I think y'all already started, but it's all right. I'll let it slide. I'll give y'all 2 minutes. You can actually make quite a few words with that. Maybe I'll give y'all less than that because I don't want y'all to solve all the words.
Oh, Avery, I have a question.
What's up?
Can you use a letter twice, or does it have to be once?
Oh yeah, you can use every letter more than, well, that's a good question. No, you can't. Yeah, just use every letter once. But of course, to make different words, you can use same letters. So make sure y'all are talking to y'all's team, and then just say in the chat before we're finished, who do you want to say all the words? Or y'all can just be like, oh, I'm for this team. These are the words I created. I'm for this team. These are words I created. You can put the words in the chat, like in your specific chat with your team. And then just whenever y'all are finished, just let me know what y'all have. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Let's see how much time y'all have. Let's see how much time y'all have. Okay, everybody stop. Put your pencils down. Put your pencils down, everybody. Play fair. All right. Ari, and whoever was in Ari's group, we're gonna start with y'all. What words were y'all able to come up with?
Okay, so we said, hold on, let me pull up the chat. We said rat, car, Ted, T, red, tray, era, 8, rate, and arc.
Okay, how many words was that? Can you count them for me?
Oh shoot. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 words. All right, nobody try to change their number to beat them. Let's be fair. All right, Seth, Marilyn, Ariel, and Omar.
Okay, so I don't know what Ariel and Omar got, but me and Marilyn got care, cart, art, trace, trade, arc, acre, race, date, rate, rad, dare, rack, rec, act, ace. I don't know if ETA counts too, but it's an abbreviation. And then whatever, if Ariel and Omar got anything extra.
Hey, no,
We got traced. We
Yeah,
got
so
traced.
they said it all.
Okay, so what was that, like 16, 17 words?
That was 18 words total.
No. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh my gosh.
13, 14, 15, 16. 16 without. No, we already have traced.
All right, we'll go 16. We'll go 16. And then last group, what did y'all get?
Okay, so I wasn't sure how to message 2 people at once, so I just messaged Daphne. And I only got eat, trace, race, art, cat, ate, rat, are, ear, tear, tier, rate, date.
I had those two, and then I had dare and car. I'm not sure Carrington had.
Okay,
So you've got
15 with combined.
Those two, yeah.
I got TAD, TAD, and then I got TAC. I don't know if y'all said TAC yet.
Mm.
And then I got EAT. I don't know if y'all said EAT.
I said eat.
Outside of
okay. Okay,
It was
so
like 13, 14, 16.
how much do y'all have? 16?
16, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it to Seth and Maryland.
No. Mm-mm.
Wait, hold on. How many do y'all have?
We had the same amount, if not more.
Okay, but I mean, if you take from what Ariel had, I think they really made 17. So, okay, you know, I'll give it a tie. It was a tie between y'all two. Good job, all of y'all. All of y'all are winners. Ariel and Nomar, y'all might have had one word, so I don't know. I guess I'll give y'all that. Okay, let me see what I'm looking like on time, y'all. Okay. All right, we have one more game. Hopefully we're able to play it. This game is quick. This is just between y'all. So don't write anything down yet. Don't do anything like that. I have a card here and I'm just gonna flash it. And this just simulate like, just act like this is money. And as I flash it, I don't know if we'll have enough time for this game. We'll just keep going. But as I flash it, just kind of keep a mental picture of what numbers on the words. And after I'm done flashing them, get back in those same groups and write down those numbers as quick as possible. And whoever gets just the numbers right in order of what I flashed, then they win. So this is 9 numbers. So I'm gonna flash them real quick. Right, I'm gonna flash them real quick and y'all just keep a mental picture and then once I'm done, write them down. Set, go.
I can't see.
Can't see?
I can't
Got a
see.
glare.
Look, there's glare.
Yeah, we can't see
Oh,
it.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna just say it. Hey, should I say it? It might work the same. You can't see this?
It takes time to see.
All right, you see it?
Let the camera.
Yeah, kind of.
I can't.
No, okay. All right, I'm just gonna say it. No, then y'all just gonna repeat it. All right, forget it. 1, 100, 50, 10, 10, 100, 1, 5, 10. Somebody restate it back to me.
It's 1, 100, 10, 100, 5, 10, 50, 100.
Next.
I'll go 1, 100, 50, 10, 10, 100, 10. Or was it 1? Oh God.
All right, I'm gonna say it one more time, and this time I'm gonna give y'all a minute, and then y'all gonna break out as groups, and then y'all just figure that out, okay? So it's 1, 100, 10, 10, 10, 100, 1, 5, 10. Ready, set, go. I'll give y'all about 30 seconds. If y'all can message y'all's teammates.
Can we just say it?
Oh, you know it, Rodrigue?
I think because I'll forget it for a minute. It's done.
All right. Whoever thinks they have it, go ahead.
100, 50, 10, 10, 100. Is it 5? No, 1, 5, 10.
Yes, sir. That's it. Good job. Okay. So, like I said, I wanted to do a lot more with y'all. I wanted to do like a manager role where some of y'all would be able to act as managers and employees and do a role play simulation. But that's a little hard because I'm not able to put y'all in groups. Unfortunately, I would have to abide the plan and monthly plan to be able to do that. So I was just kind of short on time. But I hope y'all liked those 2 games. I think that first one was pretty fun. And the second one could have been better if y'all would have saw. And that's the conclusion. Does anybody have what they might have learned today? Can y'all give me a couple things which y'all might have learned?
I think like all the aspects that go into motivation, like we know what motivates us, but knowing what they categorize as is like you don't normally think of like the specific definitions when you are motivated. You know, you just think of the people or the objects that motivate you, not necessarily like the root of it.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Thank you.
I'll say I wrote it down when you were talking about motivation, like you said, putting it in the different categories. And I feel like I can use that in the workplace for myself. I'm a teacher, and just to challenge myself with different goals in the classroom and with the kids, like how you said, to try to get ahead of things, and like all the goals don't have to be long term, and how they can be like short term goals.
Cool. I like that. And can I get one more person? And I think we'll be good.
I love the when you say like we only have so much motivation, and sometimes it just takes attitude, because sometimes you don't really have the motivation to do something, and you gotta have a good attitude that just keeps you going.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll make a quick
Go ahead.
comment.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So I like what you said about belonging. Me being in the workplace for 3 years, it's very important to feel a sense of belonging, and the people you work with really do make or break your work experience and really do play a part in your motivation. So, if you work well with your people and the people you work with, bring you a sense of belonging, and y'all are working towards the same end goal, it's really going to motivate you to work together and work hard to reach one end goal. So I think belonging is very important in the workplace, and it plays a big part in your motivation.
Cool. Thanks, sis. All right. Anybody else? Okay. Any questions for the kid? Man. All right. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm definitely gonna put together a survey, find some questions to ask y'all about how I did, and I'm gonna send that out to y'all either today or tomorrow, and just complete it when you can.